Now, a team's domination for an extended period in a sport is great for the fans, but does it do enough for the sport? Where is the rivalry and the sense of an enticing contest? Formula One witnessed just that for a while, with Verstappen and Red Bull's domination for the past 3 years, creating a bit of a drab affair. In simpler terms, rather predictable and dull. But with Verstappen experiencing a bit of a slump in the current season, the biggest gains have been now for Formula One. Verstappen not winning has made some people very happy, particularly the US Grand Prix organizers. They seem to be the happiest now because ticket sales for US Grand Prix scheduled later this month has seen a major spike thanks to Max's slump.
Our ticket sales really took off when Max stopped winning, and it got more competitive.
The biggest credit goes to Lando Norris and McLaren, of course. Despite McLaren sabotaging their own chances by allowing Oscar Piastri to overtake Lando Norris a few times this year, Norris has managed to bridge the gap between him and Verstappen in the drivers' standings. Only 52 points separate him with second-placed Verstappen now. If Norris continues to grab points and Verstappen continues to lose, we might indeed see a new winner this year. And over in the Constructor standings, McLaren is already ahead. They have the lead. Red Bull is losing in that team competition. And all of this has got fans very excited. With only 6 races pending, the quest for both titles will become even more intense with each race weekend because Verstappen has failed to win a race since the Spanish Grand Prix triumph in June. So at the US Grand Prix, he will have to push hard. A massive comeback challenge for the Dutch. And there's another reason why fans were getting all excited, of course. Verstappen's dip has not only led to a fierce sense of competition between the other drivers, of course against him, but has also opened the doors to some controversies. I'll explain. Because of this turn of events, it's not just Norris or Oscar Piastri who are gunning for victories, but other teams coming in too, which is resulting in some friction between teams and players, giving spectators and watchers more fodder and controversies to consume, like the fallout in the Ferrari camp when Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc almost collided at the Spanish Grand Prix, or a frustrated Red Bull blaming Ferrari for the Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez crash at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And if these haven't got fans talking, then Verstappen being handed community service by the FIA for uttering profanity certainly has. And then, of course, there are emotional factors too, like Lewis Hamilton racing his very last season with Mercedes. A chapter will close there, and a big, long, entertaining one. And then, of course, the entertainment factor coming into that is getting a lot of buzz around the US Grand Prix. The circuit will be hosting the concert of American rapper Eminem after the sprint race on Saturday. So maybe a lot of the crowd coming in for the show after the showdown on Saturday.
We're expecting another big crowd. Probably it's somewhere in where it's been the last couple years. I would think whatever the record is for a Saturday sprint race, we should shatter that record because Eminem has outsold Taylor Swift, and we've increased the size of the infield lawn to get to near 100,000 for the concert.
But here's what I'm imagining, and I would paint that picture for you too. FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem just recently made a flippant statement about Formula One drivers, saying foul language was a no-go on the F1 circuit, and that F1 drivers weren't rappers who abused every minute. I'm trying to picture him grooving to Eminem over the race weekend. But one thing is sure, a spectacle awaits everyone at the US Grand Prix, a drama fitting the land of Hollywood.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained, every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.